What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Willis Blessed, and guess what? So are you. And today I'm going to talk about how to take your website to another level as a speaker. Now, let me say this to y'all, okay? I've seen a lot of speaker websites, and let me say this to you: just because you put something on Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy, WordPress does not mean that you have a website. And there's a lot of functionalities that go into it. There's a lot of psychology that goes to it. And so I'm going to walk you through this process on how you can really have a website that's appealing to decision makers, and it's going to increase your opportunities to get on more calls. Notice how I said on more calls, because I'm not going to say bookings. And the reason why I'm not going to say bookings is because I do not know your work ethic. I do not know your commitment level. I do not know if you're willing to actually take these steps to make something happen. But for those who do, you're going to see a drastic increase in your calls. Okay. Now, again, it's not just the website, it's how it's designed and how it's created. And so first and foremost, one of the things that I really want you guys to understand is that a website's not good enough. There has been speakers who have landed opportunities without a website, and there's speakers who have landed opportunities with a website. So always understand, it's not just about having a website or not having a website. It's about understanding, are you building a brand outside of it? Because again, it's nobody's job to come find you. It's your job to make you findable. And so let's break this down. So I remember, man, in the beginning of my career, I had a website, and the website was crazy, family. Like, I literally had about, I want to say like 7 pages. It was crazy. Like, it looked like mayhem. Like, it looked like your first time going to Starbucks and everybody ordering their coffee and you don't know what you're going to order. Y'all know, like, what the scene with Kevin Hart was talking about. And so what I realized is that when I had less on my website, I started to get more inquiries. When I had more, I was not getting as many opportunities as I'm getting now. And so one of the things that I want you guys to understand is this: a website should be no more, specifically a speaking website, should be no more than 3 pages. 3 pages is the max. And also, because I know it's coming, some of you are like coaches and you're like, man, well, can I keep my speaking and my coaching together? No, rip it apart. Rip it apart. Like, no, do not keep them together. Separate them. Why is this? Because you want to make sure that the decision maker, when they come to your site, that it is clear, it's concise, and they're able to make a decision. Remember this, write this down. Confused people don't buy. And if I'm confused off your website, then why would I bring you? If you're confused on your website, what else are you confused on? So 3 pages, that's going to increase your opportunities to get on more calls with decision makers and look more appealing to them. Number 1, a homepage. The homepage, you might as well just consider this as like your book, your business card. This is the page to where you have to seal the deal, because if you don't seal the deal here, they're not going to go to any of the other pages. Okay. So on your actual homepage, you need to have up top something along the lines of a video playing of past work that you've done from your speaker demo video, or just a clean picture with your actual sauce statement, which is what we call, what we tell speakers that it's your positioning statement, known as your elevator pitch. It's I help to do so they. Okay. So who's the audience that you're helping? What's the pain they're dealing with? And then what's the payoff for them? Okay. Underneath that, of course, you want to have logos. You want to have credentials of places that you have spoken. Why? Because the more credibility, the less you have to negotiate. Okay. Now, after that, you want to have about you. Okay. Make sure that you're about you in your bio. This is what I learned from one of my mentors a long time ago. The bio is the only place that you brag. So you want to be clear and concise in that bio of everything that you have done that's going to position you to get even a chance to persuade them to want to learn more about you. And again, at the end of the day, people do not buy products. They buy people's ideas, integrity, and character. So remember that. Okay. Outside of that, you want to make sure that you actually have some type of content rolling. So maybe you may have pictures from you speaking at multiple events. Create a slide deck, and when they hit the picture, or it can just be on autopilot to where once they go down there, those pictures are just moving by themselves. Okay. And then underneath that, okay, one of the biggest things that I would honestly say is have a video of testimonials of people talking about the work that you have done and how much of an impact that you have made. And then underneath that, of course, you can have your email and your phone number. Okay. Now make sure that the email that you have is a great email to utilize, because this is what you're going to link for your booking form, which we're going to talk about in the next couple seconds. So homepage, make sure that's down and concise to a T. Then you want to make sure that your actual speaking page, okay, this is where your speaking topics are, and this is where you offer your services and things of that nature. Do not put price on your website. Why? Because I mean, do what you want to do, but you'll be surprised how many people lose money because they quote 10,000, not even understand that the corporation had 30,000 or the school district had 50,000, and you just settle in for 10. Be strategic on your approach. Okay. So speaking topics. So up top, right, make sure that you have a picture of you live in action. Okay. And then underneath that, here's where most speakers fail. Speakers typically, what they have is they have speaking topics, leadership development, staff development, burnout, right? All these different types of things. But here's the thing. If I'm a decision maker, I'm not just looking for generic stuff. I'm looking for things that's going to be persuasive. I'm looking at things that's going to catch my attention. And so for an example, one of my presentations is called The Ingredients to Leaving a Legacy. I don't just put ingredients to leaving a legacy. I put the title. I even put a picture of me in action. And then I put on the right hand side of that, I put overview, learning objectives, and key takeaways. Focus on that overview, learning objectives, and key takeaways. And I have that for every single thing that I have on my website, for my keynotes, for my workshops, for athletes, for educators, you name it, it's on there. And then at the bottom of it, I will put my book, but I won't put a link to my book. I will just let them know that I am an author, right? And then I would also have a part of my curriculum. Now with the curriculum, please, they can download the first page of the curriculum to be able to use it, or the curriculum overview to look at it and see if it fits for their actual district standards. Now, outside of that, the last thing that I'm going to tell you is make sure you have a booking form. That booking form, listen to me, I'm telling you right now, two of the most important things on that booking form is, where do you hear about us at? Because that's going to allow you to know where you need to focus your marketing endeavors. And it's, again, you cannot take things to another level if you do not have the data on where the stuff's coming from. So if I see people are reaching out from LinkedIn, then that means I need to double up on LinkedIn and spend more attention over there. Okay. Not only that, the budget. Okay. What are they looking to spend? Well, how much do they have allocated? I promise you to save so much time, because if I can't do the gig, then I can literally reach out to other speaker friends of mine. And I can say, hey, I can't take this gig, but this is their budget. Their budget's $3,000. I don't know if you want to do it. If you do, cool. And then what I'll do, I'll work out a partnership with them and let them know, hey, you take the gig, just give me $500 off of it. And let them continue to build a relationship with that person. But again, your booking form needs to be straight to the point. It needs to be simple, nothing all over the place. And I promise you, if you start following this method right here, you will see an increase of your opportunities. Now, again, make sure that your website is looking like what you want to charge. Create an experience. Don't think about it as a website. Think about it as an experience that you are creating for the user that's coming in, or the decision maker that's looking at what you do. And you follow that, I promise you, you're going to see an increase in your opportunities of speaking, because people are going to see you more of an expert and not an amateur. All right. I want you to comment below which strategy you're going to put into full effect, and I'll be in the comments chopping it up with you. All right. Let's go. Let's be great. Peace.